Happy Mother's Day, and these are the things I'm thankful for. You do our laundry, and that helps us so we can get clothes on. I also like that you go to the store and buy us what we need, and you also make it for us. And you help me go to this, and you help me go to sleep at night, and that's what I especially need. And these are the things that I'm thankful for that you do, and I'm glad that you keep on doing them. Happy Mother's Day. Bye. Oh, and I'm really thankful for that you help me cope when I need it.
I am thankful that I'm adopted by someone that I love. The next thing that I'm thankful for is a house that I live in, and she takes care of me.
You've always been there for me. When Nick and I broke up, it was really hard. It was really nice to go out and talk to you about it. And coming home today after tryouts, first thing you asked me was how tryouts was, which was great. And I just want to thank you for everything you've done for me past some amount of years. I know it's been hard. I've been hard to handle. But thanks, Mom. I love you.
Earlier today, I read a quote that said, "A daughter is just a little girl that grows up to be your best friend." And when I read that, I immediately thought of our relationship as mother and daughter. I feel so incredibly blessed to say that you are one of my best friends. I would say that you are my best friend, but that is my husband, as it should be, and I know you get that, but really you are a best friend. And it kind of makes me laugh. If you had told my 10-year-old Barbie loving self that, I probably would have thought that was a crazy idea. And yet now I can see how awesome it is. You are the person that I want to tell everything to, the person that I trust the most, and the person that I can look to for anything. There has never been a moment that I have doubted your love for us, because you are constantly showing us how much you care. Growing up, I know that I took that for granted, and now that I've seen a bit more of the world and others, I can see just truly how amazing you are. You have taught me through the years what it means to be a good friend, a loving wife, and a caring mother. And you have taught me by being the ultimate example. When people find out that you are my mom, or maybe they are just getting to know you, they will often tell me how wonderful you are. And I say back, I know. She is the best. She is. My mom is lovely, and she is my best friend. Mom, I love you so much. So much. Happy Mother's Day.
Hi, Mom. As it turns out, narrowing down a lifetime of support and love down to a handful of bullet points is really hard, so I'll give this my best, but know that I love you more than this list could possibly say, and you deserve certainly more love than this short list is going to say. So first, I guess the most obvious and the most important thing to be thankful for is that you were instrumental in raising us to, in the Word, to love God and to always keep that center, and that's so important and life-defining, and I'm so thankful for that. And part of that, I'm thankful that you were instrumental in making Bible Bowl happen for me, because that was a huge part of really digging into and coming to understand God's Word. Thank you for homeschooling us, for giving us an education that was far better than what we could have gotten otherwise. Thank you for encouraging us to be musical, for giving us instruction in instruments, for including us in choirs and singing with us, and just always making sure that we had opportunities to express ourselves that way. Thank you for reading to us, for giving me a love of reading and fantasy and imagination. I love you, Mom. Happy Mother's Day.
Hey, Mom. Well, happy Mother's Day. I want to give a quick kudos to Dad for having a really good idea here. So I hope you love what you get to see here, not just from me, but from brothers and sisters as well. I sat here for a long time and thought about what I was going to say. It's not a normal thing for me to be speechless or not sure what to say, but I think I decided on something good. This Mother's Day, I would like to thank you for your stubbornness. I know that I was not necessarily the easiest child to raise, but I know that God put me with the right parents, because He knew that I would very quickly try to jump into the driver's seat of my life and start making decisions. And I needed a mom that would hold tight, that would fight against me, and that would fight for a better future than I wanted to give to myself. And so I know that I am doing well in life in a lot of different ways because you held stubborn against me. And so I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for having a stubborn love for my dad. I continue to see day in, day out in my ministry what happens when there's a loose love, and love that's easily forgotten and lost. And so I do thank you for loving my dad. I know he's not perfect. I grew up with the guy. He's a great dad. Don't get me wrong, Dad. Sorry, I know you're editing this, but I do know, especially after being in a marriage now for almost 12 years, what it takes to love someone day in and day out. And so thanks for being stubborn in loving my dad. And I also want to say thanks for stubbornly loving God. I know that you love Him with a stubborn love that He loves you with. God is a very stubborn love for us, and so I want to thank you that you did that. I will never forget my mom sitting in her chair reading her Bible. I will never forget how you stubbornly made us sit down and read the Bible together, and I will forever be grateful that I had that example of a stubborn faith for God. So I love you, Mom. I know that in many ways that you probably wish you could go back and kind of change the way things were. I know I wish I would have, and I wish I could. But I am thankful for you, and I do love you very, very much. And I can't imagine anyone else being a better mom for me. So happy Mother's Day. Thanks for being stubborn. And I hope to be as stubborn as you when it comes to this stuff. Love you, Mom.